जी जी, तो this is your teacher Haris Bhatt, and we are basically solving a question from O-level accounting 7707 and IGCSE 0452, and you are seeing my channel Learn Accounting with Sir Haris. So this question basically belongs from non-profit organization, chapter of accounting 7707 and 0452, non-profit organization, and this question has come in February March 24-22. So very recent, February March 24-22. So let's see. Though there is a very less chance of non-profit organization coming in the upcoming exam, lekin we can't evade this chapter because this is the most difficult one. But I'm expecting that question won't come in the exam from this particular topic in this May-June 2025 variant 22. So the Sporting Excellence Club provides sports facilities for its members. It also runs a shop when members can buy sportswear. The club assets and liabilities included the following. And you have remembered that whenever I used to give the message in the group, I said this question will come in the paper. Remember that? But still you haven't solved those questions. You were not in that particular lectures even. Some of the students have missed those lectures even. Fair. Subscription received in advance is given opening 610 and closing also is given in advance. Subscription received in arrears or accrued subscription. Then insurance paid in advance is given 240, 250. Shop inventory is given, opening and closing. Trade payables are also given. So, pehla point. If inventory is given, what will happen? बस हाँ बस कर दो यार, खुदा के वास्ते यार, याद कर लो यार, मैं हाथ जोड़ रहा हूँ, पढ़ना शुरू कर दो, बस कर दो. If opening or closing inventory is given in the question, we have to prepare shop trading count to find shop trading profit, and that profit along with subscription will go to the income and expenditure account under the heading of income. Again, trade payables at the start and at the end is given. Then what will happen? Which account we need to prepare? If opening or closing trade payables are given in the question, we have to prepare purchase ledger control account to find credit purchases. Okay. The following total have taken from the receipts and payment account of the club. Receipt subscription received. Shop sales are given 31890. Trade payable for shop supplies. This is the payment to shop trade payables. This is not trade payables. This is payment to trade payables. Sir, how come payments? So payments to trade payable for shop supplies. This is basically the real meaning of this. Shop wages are given expense, club rent and insurance and other club expenses. Prepare the subscription account. So let's prepare the subscription account first. Let me do that for you. Okay. So now I will write here, first of all, accrued brought down. Here I am going to write accrued carried down. Here I will write in advance brought down. Here I am going to write in advance carried down. This is basically asset. Accrued brought down is going to be our asset, right? Then accrued carried down is also going to be our asset. In advance brought down is going to be our liability. That is why it has a credit balance. In advance carried down is also our liability. Now the amount which we have received as subscription, which is the bank figure, I will write here. And the difference will come with the name profit and loss account. No, the difference will come with the name income and expenditure account. This is the same thing, but we used to write the word income and expenditure account. Always remember, you can't write in the paper I/E. You have to label it fully with the name, proper name, income and expenditure account. Okay. I am just using the abbreviation. You can't use abbreviation. Examiner जो है बड़ा कमीना है, नंबर काट लेता है बिला वजह. So let's see. Accrued brought down. This is the subscription received in arrears 480 at the start and 465 at the end. कई दफा होता ही है बेटा, देखिए गौर कीजिएगा. कई दफा उसने यहाँ पे लिखा होता है 2023 और यहाँ लिखा होता है 2022. Please don't make that mistake. So keep an eye on that. 22 is the start and 23 is the end. So 480 and 465. So let me write it down. 480 over here and 465 I will write here. Then in advance, brought down and carried down 610 and 570. I will write here 610 and 570. Okay. Now the bank figure. What is the amount we have received through bank? That is 11950. The bank is going to be credited by 11950. And the difference I will write in the income and expenditure account. So let's go for the total of the credit side, please. Can you please tell me what is the total of credit side? 610 plus 613,13025. Please, as we are going for recording, so please do the calculation correctly, or 1, 2, 3 people will go for the calculation. So 13025 minus the debit side, you will get the amount income and expenditure account will come 11975. That's great. So that is the amount of the subscription which you are supposed to write in the income and expenditure account. Now I have to prepare purchase ledger control account PLCA to find credit purchases. We can do that easily. So let me write it down here. Here I am going to write the brought down, that is trade payables at the start. Here I am going to write the carried down trade payable at the end. Here I am going to write the payment to trade payables. And here I am going to write the credit purchases. Always remember that you can write return outwards on the debit side also. It will come purchase return. Discount receipt will also come on the debit side. So let's see what is the trade payable. 2140 at the start and 2470 at the end. So 2140 and 2470. Okay. 2140 and 2470. Okay. Payment to trade payable. Let me write it down. Trade payable for shop supplies 23290. So I will write here 23290. And the difference I will write, that is with the name of credit purchases. Okay. So let's go for the total of the credit side. Subtract the debit side. You will find the amount of credit purchases. क्या आता है जी total? 25760. Same total will come on the credit side. 25760, and I can find the credit purchases. 23620. Here I will write the brought down. 2470. Sir, ये क्यों आपने लिखा है? मैं बताता हूँ आपको. Because in this question, he basically requires us to prepare the purchase ledger control account. That particular control account is given in the question. So we have to prepare the full-fledged. And full-fledged account means that you have to write the opening balance. Otherwise, फिर mark deduct कर ले. Opening balances के date के भी mark deduct कर ले. जब उसने बनाने को गया तो फिर full-fledged आपको complete बनाना पड़ेगा. जैसे subscription account date के साथ लिखना पड़ेगा. ठीक है? इसी तरह shop purchases, ऐसे shop purchase उसने डायरेक्ट ही कह दिया PLC नहीं मांगा तो आप नॉर्मल वे में बना सकते हैं. फिर आपने क्या बनाना है बेटा? रेंट एंड इंश्योरेंस का अकाउंट बना लेते हैं इधर हम. अच्छा, अगर ये ना कहा होता तो भी मैंने बनाना था. अब आपको मेरी बात याद आ रही होगी कि मैंने कहा था कि एक्सपेंस और इनकम का अकाउंट है ना, तो बना लो. वर्किंग ना करो, एड्रेस करके ना करो, बना लो. अगर ये पेपर में बनाना आएगा आपको रेंट एंड इंश्योरेंस अकाउंट एंड यू डोंट नो हाउ टू प्रिपेयर द एक्सपेंस अकाउंट, तो हाउ यू विल प्रिपेयर दैट देन? You should be able to know that here you will write prepaid brought down as expense. Here you will write owing brought down, yeah, accrued brought down, yeah, arrears brought down. Here is going to be the prepaid carried down. Here you will write owing carried down or accrued carried down. Bank figure will come over here, and the difference will go to the income and expenditure account, which is the difference of the two sides. So income expense account is the opposite of the income account, which is subscription. Subscription is the income account. The format of subscription account, we are done with that. The opposite of the format is the expense account. या expense account के format का opposite क्या होता है? Income account. Format आप इस तरीके से भी याद कर सकते हैं. So let's see their rates and insurance if opening and closing is given. Question February March 24-22 is the question. So insurance is given. Paid in advance is given. Prepaid is 240, prepaid brought down to 40, and prepaid carried down is 250. So let me write it down. Prepaid brought down is 240 and prepaid carried down is 250, right? Now let's talk about the owing. Owing is not given. Accrued brought down for regarding rates and insurance is not given, so we'll not go for that. We don't need to write that. And the club rates and insurance, which is paid directly, is 7390. The payment made for that is 7390. I will write here 7390. So now you can go for the total 7630. The same total will come on the credit side 7630, and the difference will be the income and expenditure account figure 7630. Okay, what is 7380? That is the rates and insurance amount which is supposed to be written in the income and expenditure account as expenses. So we are done these parts. Any problem you can ask me. If you have any problem, you can ask me. So let's move forward. We have prepared the subscription account. We are done with the rent and insurance account. We have calculated the shop purchases by preparing purchase ledger control account. Now I have to prepare the shop income statement, right? And I will also prepare the shop income and expenditure account also. State the meaning of the accumulated fund. All the previous surplus combined together becomes the accumulated fund of the non-profit organization. Income and expenditure account is basically prepared to find the surplus or deficit, in which we compare the expenses with the income, club expenses with the income of the club, and the difference will be written with the name surplus or deficit. Not to find the profit and loss, not to find the profit and loss, because the purpose is not to find profit and loss. So you can't name that. नंबर काट लेगा सारे आपके. तो बनाते हैं सबसे पहले क्या बना, शॉप ट्रेडिंग अकाउंट. शॉप इनकम स्टेटमेंट का मतलब ये शॉप ट्रेडिंग अकाउंट बनाना हो, क्या रहा है आपको. तो यहाँ पे बनाता हूँ, फिर आगे इनकम एंड एक्सपेंडिचर अकाउंट भी बना दूंगा. शॉप ट्रेडिंग अकाउंट बनाते हैं हम. सबसे पहले शॉप ट्रेडिंग अकाउंट के अंदर मुझे डॉलर के साइन में यूज करूंगा बेटा, और इसमें आपके आएंगे बेटा शॉप सेल्स. इसमें से लेस कर दूंगा मैं कॉस्ट ऑफ सेल्स, या कॉस्ट ऑफ शॉप भी कहते हैं कई बच्चे, कोई फर्क नहीं पड़ता. उसमें आपकी आती है ओपनिंग इन्वेंट्री. उसमें हम ऐड कर देते हैं बेटा परचेजेस, लेस कर देते हैं उसमें से क्लोजिंग इन्वेंट्री. लेट्स सी व्हाट इज द अमाउंट ऑफ शॉप सेल्स. So shop sales are given in the question, that is 31890. So let me write here 31890. अब ओपनिंग इन्वेंट्री हम देखते हैं जी. ओपनिंग इन्वेंट्री हमें कितनी दी हुई है जी, शॉप इन्वेंट्री 2500 और क्लोजिंग है 2750. So let me write here 2500. Purchases are already calculated. We have calculated credit purchases 23620, and closing inventory is 2750. If I'm not wrong, let me check it out. 2750. Okay. So now calculate opening plus purchases minus closing. How much it will come? What is the cost of sales? 23,370. शॉप सेल्स में से माइनस कर दें कॉस्ट ऑफ सेल, यू विल गेट द अमाउंट ऑफ ग्रॉस प्रॉफिट. 85. So the gross profit is going to be 8520. So now there is an important point. You have to subtract one more thing from this, and that is going to be shop wages. If there is an opening closing of shop wages, then you have to prepare the shop wages account also to find the income trading account figure, shop wages. But it is given in the question because this wages are directly related to shop. It should not come in the income and expenditure account because that is the expense of the shop. शॉप पे आपको खड़ा किया था ना मैंने, अगर दुकान भी थोड़ी चला सको छोटी मोटी के खर्चों के लिए, तो आपको जो मैंने सैलरी देनी है वो मेरी शॉप वेजेस है, उसका डायरेक्टली कंसर्न तो शॉप से. शॉप वेजेस कितनी है 3268. So I will subtract that amount from here 3268. So I will get the shop trading profit. So 5252. Okay, 5252 is my shop trading प्रॉफिट. आप कह सकते हैं कि बेसिकली ये इनकम स्टेटमेंट या का ही हिस्सा है, पहला पार्ट. मतलब ग्रॉस प्रॉफिट तक वाला पार्ट हमने अलग कर लिए, और उसमें से कोई डायरेक्ट एक्सपेंसेस हो तो वो भी हम माइनस कर देते हैं. वो इस सवाल में थे, हर सवाल में नहीं होते, तो वो भी हम फिर इसमें से सब्ट्रैक्ट जो है वो कर देंगे. अब आपने क्या बनाना है, इनकम एंड expenditure account. Okay, that is not required in the question, but I am just preparing it just for the sake of understanding. So it includes two things which comes directly into the income, always comes rather, that is shop trading profit, and the other thing is going to be the subscription income, which is the main source of income of the club. Shop trading profit we have calculated 5252, and subscription income we have done 11975. If we have some other income other than these two, we will definitely write them also. So can you go for the total of this? 17227. Now I will subtract less expenditure or expenses, no problem. Here I will write first of all rent and insurance, because I have prepared the account for rent and insurance for the same reason. So I can write the expenses, that is 7380. We have to write the income statement figure. We have to go for the income statement figure. This figure, income and expenditure account figure, not bank figure. Only income and expenditure account will come over here. Shop wages have already been taken out, so that will not come. Other club expenses will come. 1122. I will write here. 1122. Let's see. Oh, 1122. Oh, 1122. So let's see that there is any depreciation if there is a non-current asset. No, there are no non-current assets in the question, so depreciation won't be a part of the question. Maybe that's why he has not given us to prepare the income and expenditure account, because preparation of income and expenditure account in this question is quite easy. So expenses ka total 8502. So here I will go for the total 8502, and the surplus 8725 is our surplus profit, but I won't use the word profit, that is surplus. Or you can say excess of income over expenditure. You can write that also, excess of income over expenditure. Okay. Now, if I want to prepare the balance sheet statement of financial position from the same question, I can do that also. And I will do that. Though it is not required, because we are done with the question when we have prepared the shop trading account. But forget it. Till here, if you have any problem, you can ask me. Then I will go forward. So please, if you have any kind of question, you can ask me. फरजाद, आपने तो मुझे परेशान ही किया आज काफी ज्यादा. करते हैं बात अब इसके ऊपर मजीद बात. So if we see the statement of financial position, we know that, and we have discussed that all together with you, that we are supposed to take closing items from the question. Subscription received in advance, which is a current liability. Subscription received in arrears, which is current asset. Insurance paid in advance, again it is a current asset. Shop inventory, current asset. Trade payable, current liability. And we have to take the figure from the bank account also. So always remember that bank figure will also be part of the current asset. And one more thing that we have to go for to find the accumulated fund. So how we can find the accumulated fund? Opening assets minus opening liabilities. So let's calculate that. Just for you, I am doing it as we have time also. So fund is equal to, let's write it down. Opening assets includes, first of all, inventory 2500. Then subscription received in arrears plus 480. Then insurance paid in advance, prepaid insurance, which is also a current asset, 240, right? Oh, sorry, 240. Then minus current liabilities, that is 610. Subscription received in advance is a current liability because that is unearned income. And minus trade payables, 2140. So what is the answer? 470 is going to be the accumulated fund at the start of the year. And now I can add surplus into this to get the figure which I need to write in the balance sheet. Opening cash is not available. If opening cash could have been available, we would have written it. जी बोलो. हाँ, मैं बताता हूँ अभी आपको. सब्सक्रिप्शन रिसीव्ड इन एडवांस इज ए लायबिलिटी. देखें मैं आपको भी सब्सक्रिप्शन अकाउंट में मैंने सब्सक्रिप्शन रिसीव्ड 610 किधर लिखा हुआ है? क्रेडिट साइड पे. बिकॉज इट इज द लायबिलिटी, ओपनिंग लायबिलिटी. वेयर सब्सक्रिप्शन रिसीव्ड इन एडवांस कैरिड डाउन मैंने लिखा है डेबिट पर. जब आगे जाएगा तो बेटा इधर ही आएगा. ये भी लायबिलिटी है, लेकिन ये एंडिंग लायबिलिटी, और एंडिंग लायबिलिटी में ये आएगा, मैं लिखूंगा. राइट. इस तरह एक्रूड जो है आपका सब्सक्रिप्शन, वो आपका एसेट है ओपनिंग में, और क्लोजिंग में भी आपका एसेट है 465 का. ये जाएगा करंट एसेट. इस तरीके से इसको हमें रिकॉर्ड करना पड़ता है. आगे चलते हैं. नॉन करंट एसेट तो है नहीं. करंट एसेट्स में क्या क्या चीजें आएंगी बेटा? शॉप इन्वेंट्री करें, कैलकुलेट कर लें. 2750 प्लस 250 और प्लस 465. मतलब मुझे तो कंप्लीट बनानी चाहिए ना, मैं बना नहीं रहा, सिर्फ समझा रहा हूँ क्योंकि रिक्वायरमेंट नहीं है पास, इसलिए. सॉरी. जी जी. 2750 प्लस 250 प्लस 465 क्या आ रहा है? सॉरी, यहाँ लिख लेता हूं मैं 3465. अब एक नहीं 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 नहीं, ये मसला है ना. मसला ये है कि यहाँ पे आपको एक और चीज लिखनी है. वो कौन सी? कैश. ओपनिंग कैश तो कोई नहीं है, लेकिन क्लोजिंग कैश तो निकलेगा ना. बैंक अकाउंट, जो पैसे आए हैं, रिसीट्स माइनस पेमेंट्स, वो भी तो बैंक आपका बैलेंस एट बैंक करंट एसेट है ना, जो एट द एंड पड़ा हुआ है. वो भी तो लेना पड़ेगा आपको. रिसीट्स में जो पैसे आए हैं कितने हैं? 31890 करें, प्लस 11950 950. चले 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 चले, कोई बात. मैं आपको बना के दिखाता हूँ. ये कोई ऐसी रॉकेट साइंस नहीं है इसके अंदर तो आपको लग रहा है कि बड़ा शायद मैंने कोई नई चीज आपको जो है वो बता दी है. ऐसा नहीं. देखें यहाँ पे मैं लिखता हूँ क्या भला. रिसीट एंड पेमेंट अकाउंट. बहुत ही, इट इज वेरी वेरी सिंपल. हाउ कम सर? बेटा वट एवर अमाउंट इज कमिंग ऑन द कमिंग इन द बिजनेस इन द क्लब कम ऑन द डेबिट साइड, और जो जा रही है वो क्रेडिट पे आ जाएगी. ये देखिए 11950 बैंक डेबिट हो रहा है ना इससे, और 31890. सो विल राइट हियर 11950 और 31890. I can write here the name also, but because I don't have time, so I'm not writing the names. And credit side, it will come 23290, 3268. Here, 23290, 3268. Then 7390 7390 and 1122. Now you can find the carried down. Total the debit side minus the credit side, you will get the carried down of the bank, which is supposed to be written under the current asset section. Okay. So we were doing that. The total of the debit side is 43840, and the same total will come on the credit side. So the balance at bank is 8770. This is 8770. We have calculated 8770 is the balance at the bank at the end, 8770. How can I have calculated? How? Total of this receipts minus payments. Simple. So I have got 8770. Now you can calculate. Yes, bank account ही है. Zero payment account is basically bank account. You don't need to worry for that. So it's quite simple. Now you can add up the assets. They are 465, 250. Can you calculate it for me? 465 plus 250 plus 2750 और plus 8770. जी 12235. अब आपको पता है कि आपका जो कैपिटल निकला था वो कितना था? 470 का, है ना? Accumulated fund is basically 470, and the surplus is how much? 8725. So I will write, I will add surplus in this. Plus 8725, how much it will come? 9195 plus 570, which is the current liability, plus trade payables 2470, which is also a current liability. Same आ गया? So that is 12235. I have just shown it just for the sake of understanding purpose, because statement of financial position really doesn't come in the paper, but you should have an idea about that. भाई करंट एसेट्स नहीं है ना, सिर्फ एसेट्स, टोटल एसेट्स आ जाएंगे, उसमें आएगा क्यूमुलेटेड फंड, एड सरप्लस 8725, देन करंट लायबिलिटीज, इट इंक्लूड्स 570 सब्सक्रिप्शन रिसीव्ड इन एडवांस एंड ट्रेड पेबल 2470. So the total liabilities, total equity and liabilities, total accumulated fund and liabilities is 12235, which is equal to the total assets. Okay ji, any problem? Thank you very much. Okay, see you in the next class. We have a test tomorrow, inshallah, for incomplete records. You can ask them, I will share with them.